Hello, everybody. I apologize for my absence, but I have been sick for the past long time. But today I wanted to go over something that I've been wanting to cover, but I've been doing in my free time. As you all know, I collect and research Cambodian records. But unfortunately, a lot of Cambodian records, usually only the vinyl copies like the LPs and the 45s, but this is a 10-inch LP. Um, are very bad shape, nearly unplayable. As you can see, this one here is filled with scuff marks and scratches, and was nearly unplayable when I first got it. Now it plays about 70% of the way through, which is a lot better than zero. But I'm gonna show you guys how we did this. And we're gonna go over, I guess, groove restorations. Not really groove restorations, pretty much just clearing the grooves. But we're gonna take this example and give it to you guys to try. Um, I'll play it after we do some stuff because it'll just be easier that way. And then I will switch the camera around and show you guys what we're doing and explain it to you as we go. So what we've got here is the surface of the record. I apologize for my cheap camera, but it'll do for now. What we've got here is the surface of the record, and as you can see from here, we have a large scratch here. Now, this is not really going to affect, this is not going to skip. It will click, but it won't skip. The main point of doing this is to make the record not skip, or skip as little as possible. You're gonna take a, I mean, if you have extra time, you could get all these out, but it's not going to benefit us at the moment, really. Um, so we'll move over here, and there we go. You can see it clear as day. Probably not really clear as day, but there we go. We have a very bad gash. This was caused by probably the edge of another record swiping in from the side and pushing the grooves over. And this has caused the grooves to, overlap and fill up with, probably pieces of dirt, dust, vinyl, and other junk from the jungle. As you see, we have the initial scratch here, and then the overlapping. And this skips, and it has skipped um, since I got it, but it only skips in this area here, as I'll point out to you. Right here, where the groove is pushed over still, and then in the middle, where the grooves are now undefined, so it cannot track. Um, the hope of getting this out is not very high, but we could definitely try our best. So the technique you want to use is the swiping technique. You place the tool, which is I have right here, so you can see it's a dowel rod with the fine needle on it. You place it in the beginning of the groove. So we're gonna try and get this piece out right here, which I hope I hope we can, so it plays. But you want to put the needle in the groove, and you want to gently push up. See? There we go. The stuff in this groove. We're pushing it out, just like that. Groove should be clear now. Move over to the other side. You want the most point you can get, or the finest point you can get. That way you can get in the grooves, because if you can't get in the grooves, then you're not going to do much. Like, if you do with the flat part of the needle, it's not going to do much. You have to angle it down to where the groove is touching. Now, this is a destructive method of repair. If you mess up, you will mess up, likely, and not be able to repair it. In a lot of cases, you can make it worse than it already is. In this case, the record was already unplayable, so any information or any recording that we can get out of it is better than nothing. So we'll move over here very gently, and you can feel it binding up too. When you push, you can hear it. I don't know how this one's gonna go. That one. Sometimes it's hard to find the groove. So there was the groove. As you can see, it's not straight. You see how the needle glide down? You see how it's moving to the side? That's gonna skip. So we have to try and push it out. And if you can't go from one direction, try going from another direction. You can usually get it that way. This one's clear. Move over one. That one? That one might work. Take yourself a Q-tip. Wipe it off. See what we do. And it is improving. Things that we'll skip. Let's go on. So, okay, look at these grooves. These grooves are not that bad. They're noisy, but this will play. This will play. You're getting into some bad areas here. Right here, here's one. This will skip. Right here will skip. That's a piece of vinyl that's melted. Let's see if we can get it out of here. There we go. Ah, here we go. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that tear. We're gonna have to do the same thing. Hopefully this will improve the sound quality and make it playable. Okay, that is a hard scratch. Let's go, come on. Okay, there's one. That one. You might need to play this with a little less tracking force. See, that one skips. Because when the needle is going to go in this groove, it's going to bounce. So let's try this. Danger, danger right here. This one is probably unsavable. It might look like you're chewing things up, and you probably are chewing things up, but most of the time it works. So if we can't get it from this angle, we'll turn the record around and come from the opposite, come from the top down. The technique is really simple. You just keep going across. This might play. This over here, this cross section might track. This, I don't think that will track. I hope that Smian Yun and Nyang Satom can sing again soon. Let's see, okay. What I do when the needle starts to get dirty is I take a piece of paper and I shove it in the paper. In and out a few times, and now it's clean again, yay. Let's try this. Yep, we're getting it. Once you get the angle, it becomes a lot easier. Be very careful, or as careful as you can with a needle in your hand. I know this is very boring, but very important. Okay. Move the camera over a little bit. Left hand on the camera, right hand on the needle. And then the monitor went black, so wiggle the mouse a little bit. The resolution and the frame rate on this camera are not very good. Hopefully I can upgrade, get something with a little clearer. That one will skip, so let's get in there. deeper angle. Perfection. And I don't think this will skip anymore. That one should be good. You'll be able to tell what you went over and what you haven't. As you see, it's a little darker. It's become shiny. And on the surface of the record, it looks like crap. But that's okay. Now, there are things that are hopeless and unfixable. This, I don't think I can fix that. I don't know what happened here, but I don't think that's fixable. I can definitely try, but I don't think we're gonna get very far. So you see, the grooves are like pushed over very badly. There's probably not a whole lot in here still. Yeah, it's not that great right there. You see this like brown stuff coming out? See, yep, that skips. That's not gonna work. Yep, that's sadly a lost cause. To improve the tracking ability, you can get yourself a linear tracking turntable. I've got a Technics one that I use, but there we go. Yeah, see, that scratch in there is way too bad for me. Take some rubbing alcohol and clean that off. You might be able to get some stuff out of there. There we go. Now we have the record in front of us. That was just a short demo to show you guys what you can do. As you can see, this record is hopelessly in terrible shape. Let me look at these gashes in there. Look at these scratches on, micro groove record. But let's give it a quick listen. Smien and Nyang Satom.
Tung nhom mấy cắt rốc lâu bàn một chụp tay hai bắt một tung nhom cắt rốc lâu bàn một chụp tay hai nơi bằng cắt này dịch bằng tới là cài bằng trong công say ha
There's that area. Let's see if we can get something closer to the middle.
I think it's down top, bought the cut top, but I cook that. When the show, the check, the best check, the tag of one tom. Brown y'all bought the dot soon with the bone.
So we need some more work in the middle, obviously, but it's getting there, piece by piece. Each groove, is an extra second you can get. So I hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for some more stuff in the future. Thank you.